This month's general prayer intention of Pope Benedict might lead some to think that he's become trendy or that he's gone green. He's asking us to join him in praying for the care of creation, specifically that the riches of the created world may be protected, valued, and made available as God's precious gift to all. What he's doing here is really what he's always done: speak the truth with love, and challenge the church and the world to follow God's plan, to do God's will. What is that plan? It's the original plan that we see revealed in the first pages of the Bible, where we read that God created the world and saw that his creation was good. God made human beings in his own image and likeness and shared with them his plan for creation, his beautiful and precious work of art. According to Genesis 1, verse 28, God blessed them, saying, "Be fertile and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it." Unfortunately, after humanity sinned and rebelled against God and this plan, the command to subdue the earth got perverted into exploiting and misusing the earth, polluting it, and wasting its precious resources. Pope Benedict once wrote, "Everything that exists belongs to God, who has entrusted it to humanity, albeit not for his arbitrary use. Once humanity, instead of acting as God's co-worker, sets himself up in place of God, he ends up provoking a rebellion on the part of nature, which is more tyrannized than governed by him. Humanity thus has a duty to exercise responsible stewardship over creation, to care for it, and to cultivate it." End quote. The Catechism of the Catholic Church in number 299 states, "Because creation comes forth from God's goodness, it shares in that goodness." So, humanity, made in God's image, is to care for this good creation. We are to be stewards, not exploiters. This doesn't mean we can't use creation for our good. It just means we must use it well and according to God's plan. Again, here's how the Catechism puts it, this time in number 2415. The seventh commandment enjoins respect for the integrity of creation. Animals, like plants and inanimate beings, are by nature destined for the common use of past, present, and future humanity. Use of the mineral, vegetable, and animal resources of the universe cannot be divorced from respect for moral imperatives. It is unjust and not according to God's plan to misuse the gifts of the earth, which are intended for the entire human family. They are good and precious in God's eyes and ought to be, in the Pope's words, preserved, valued, and made available as God's gift to all. This was the point of Pope Benedict's message for last year's World Day of Peace, which was entitled, "If you want to cultivate peace, protect creation." Here's part of how that message began. The environment must be seen as God's gift to all people, and the use we make of it entails a shared responsibility for all humanity, especially the poor and future generations. Seeing creation as God's gift to humanity helps us understand our vocation and worth as human beings. With Psalm 8, we can exclaim with wonder, "When I look at your heavens, the work of your hands, the moon and the stars which you have established, what is man that you are mindful of him, and the Son of Man that you care for him?" Our prayer for the care of creation should lead us not only to contemplate its beauty, but also to examine our lifestyle and to ask whether it shows care for creation. This too is part of the challenge Pope Benedict made in his 2010 World Day of Peace message, where he wrote, "It is becoming more and more evident that the issue of environmental degradation challenges us to examine our lifestyle and the prevailing models of consumption and production, which are often unsustainable from a social, environmental, and even economic point of view. We can no longer do without a real change of outlook, which will result in new lifestyles, in which the quest for truth, beauty, goodness, and communion with others for the sake of common growth are the factors which determine consumer choices, savings, and investments."